back, friends. I'm so excited to be spending this time with you today. We are going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, something that was a revelation to me when I got into the world of aromatherapy, and that is all about serums. What are serums and how to use them? Also, a little bit of why you might want to use them. I find that a lot of people think that the only option they have to moisturize their skin is lotions. So here's the problem that I have with lotions. First of all, when you go and you buy a lotion off the shelf, it usually has a ton of preservatives, chemicals, scents, petroleum products, and even if it is a more natural product, you'll often find some of those things. The other thing that I don't love about lotions, just buying them off the shelf, is that you are paying a lot of money for water. The majority ingredient in most lotions that you buy is water. Why pay for water when you can do something else for your skin that's way more concentrated and extremely effective, and that is very enjoyable. The third thing I don't love about lotions is that you don't have any control as a consumer about what carrier oils are in there. So for instance, if the lotion that you're purchasing has a carrier oil in it that perhaps your skin doesn't love, but you would need that product overall, you're still stuck with whatever that formulation is. When you learn how to create your own serums, you are 100% within control of what is in that serum, what you want it to do for you, and you're not paying for water. So this is an example of a serum, and you can really just make a serum out of any carrier oil that you have, along with essential oils. Now, are essential oils required? Definitely not. You can blend a bunch of different carrier oils together, and you will find that carrier oils on their own are a really fun exploration to see how your body reacts to different ones, and also that you can change different carrier oils that you're using according to the season. This is one of the things that I talk about in the Intuitive and Seasonal Living Academy. Each session, each season, so to speak, of the Intuitive and Seasonal Living Academy, we talk about different things that we can change. One of those things that we can change according to the season is the carrier oils that we are using on our skin, as well as specifically how we're using those. Now, I almost always recommend working with serums over lotions for the reasons that I already mentioned above. And I love just the joy and the fun of learning to blend my own serums and figuring out what they can do for me. So a serum is going to be within a bottle. I like to use the amber bottles because they help to protect the serum from the sunlight's rays that can be damaging to the product inside. And you're going to blend together a couple of different carrier oils and their essential oils of choice. And this is so simple and straightforward. Then you're going to put it on your skin. Yes. You don't need to use lotion to moisturize your skin. So some of the ways that are so easy to do this, you can create a body serum that is designed for all of your skin, all over your body. And as soon as you get out of the shower or bath, instead of toweling off, you can make basically an instant lotion on your body by combining the water that's already on your skin and helping that to soak in by applying the serum or the oils over the top of that. See, what a lotion really is an emulsification of water and oils. You can actually do that right with what you have on hand in that situation. You can do the same thing in your hand, and you can use either plain water, or one of my favorite ways to do a serum in my hand for my skin is to use a hydrosol. Hydrosol is something I'll talk about in another podcast, but basically it's the byproduct, the second byproduct of the distillation process of essential oil distillation. They're wonderful. They smell amazing. They have many, many benefits for your skin, for your psyche. They're really incredible. So what you can do is basically make an instant lotion in your hand with the hydrosol that you get to choose and the serum that you get to choose for the result that you want. And how you do that is you would put a couple of sprays of that hydrosol into your palm. If you're putting it on your face, you can also pre-spray your face with the hydrosol, which is very refreshing and lovely. And then you take your serum, and serums are very, very concentrated, so you're just going to use a few drops. This one that I'm using right now is my skincare serum in my Vital Luxe line. And so you take that, and now you have the hydrosol and the serum in your palm, and you rub, 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 and that friction and that heat basically creates an instant lotion in your palms. And then you can just gently pat or press that into your skin wherever you're wanting to use that serum. It smells great. You can change the carrier oils that you have in it. And then you can add in any skincare tools that you like to use, especially if you're doing facial stuff. So one of my favorite tools is a jade roller. I think that this is an amazing tool that everyone needs to have in their skincare arsenal. I don't do a lot with products so much for skincare as I do method for skincare. So dry brushing, absolutely key. Exfoliation, absolutely key, but don't overdo it. And then this is something that I do every day, twice a day with my facial serum. So how I do this is I go up and down in direction all across wherever I have put that serum first. And the reason that I do that is that my understanding of the cells on the facial area is that they're kind of overlapping. And when you go up and down like this, that helps to roll that oil and that hydrosol into those cells a little bit more. And then the other thing I do with this is a little bit of lymphatic treatment. So I will do underneath my chin and across my face, all towards my ear, across my eye gently, and then across my forehead gently, all towards my ear. There's some lymph nodes here. And then I'll make sure I do that on the other side too, so that I'm not unbalanced. So that is how I apply my facial serums. You're not going to use a jade roller or anything like that with your body serums. You can just put them on like you would a lotion. And then what can be really fun is to take something like some rose quartz facial tools. This is kind of an acupressure or an Ayurvedic, similar to some Ayurvedic facial tools that are out there. For those on the podcast, they kind of look like mushrooms, to be honest with you. And they are made out of rose quartz, which is a harmonizing, heart-centered stone. And what you can do is you can press on different pressure points on your face after you or before, or even with your serum. One idea would be to put a little bit of serum on the facial tool and then press that into different pressure points on your face to help rejuvenate the skin, help with your mood, lots of other things. There's lots of meridians that run through the facial area. I'm definitely not an expert on that because I'm not an acupuncturist, but Sarah Crow, look her up. She is the goddess of all things facial serums and whatnot. So that is how I use my serums. And how to create a serum. What you're going to do is you're just going to choose some carrier oils that you like. Now, some common ones that I like to use for the face are going to be a little bit more precious than the common ones that I would use for the body. For the body, when I do my body serums, I typically will use something like a sunflower oil that's very light, or a sesame oil, which is something that's traditionally been used in Ayurveda for thousands of years. And I'll change that up according to the season. For my facial serums, I will add in some extra help. So I'll add in a vitamin E oil, a rosehip seed oil, which is known to help with anti-aging. Marula is a great one. There's a bunch of different ones that I like to use. And then I will choose essential oils that are specifically good for the skin. Something like carrot seed oil, cistus, rose. It's going to be some of your more precious essential oils that you're going to be using for this type of an application, but it's okay because you don't need a lot of them. And because you're not putting it in oil and water, you're creating a very concentrated product or concentrated therapeutic substance when you're creating a serum. So you can actually use less of the essential oils and have them stretch longer. So that's really great. So you're going to put your essential oils in there, blend them up, and then you're going to put your carrier oils in with your essential oils, blend them up. Make sure you have something to add if you like, as a hydrosol or even just water. Some other things that you can put in serums that are really amazing: flower essences. Flower essences are the energetic properties of flowers or crystals or other things that are captured in pure spring water through the use of moonlight or sunlight. That sounds like crazy woo-woo, but I would tell you that I was a very skeptical person when it came to flower essences, but I've really come to be a believer in them over time. And I do feel that they have incredible properties for skin health, especially when we're talking about something like Immortelle. Rose is amazing for the skin. Lots of different flower essences. And when you're talking flower essences, this is going to be a really specific thing that you're going to be looking for you. So you can formulate something just for you that's super fun, that you know is going to be therapeutic for the things that you happen to be struggling with. Sometimes you can also use your serums as an opportunity to use aromatherapy for other things. So serums are not just for that skincare aspect. They can also be to help you relax, or they can be to help energize you. They can be to help ground you. You can even create different serums that are elementally based. So for instance, I have an elemental aromatherapy line that is all of the 5 elements of Chinese medicine. Each serum specifically represents that element. So if you know that you have too much vata, too much air and space right now, you're feeling ungrounded, you're feeling stressed out, maybe you want to counteract that by using the earth serum, and that will help to ground the body. You're going to change your carrier oils, your essential oils, and all of the flower essences and other things you might want to add to the serum according to whatever your personal struggles are, whatever your personal goals are. And it can be really, really fun to play with that and see what works for you. And then the consistency of use is something that I always like to recommend anytime you're changing anything with your body or your skincare, because the skin does need to go through an adjustment. But the serums are a wonderful way to get a really concentrated therapeutic support substance onto your body, onto the largest organ of your body, in a way that is very it's smart, because you're not paying for water. And then there's also the fact that if you're ordering your products online and they're just typical lotions, and you're also paying to ship water, which is very heavy. So there's a sustainability aspect of this as well that is interesting to think about. So the serums are very efficient. They're an efficient delivery tool. They're customizable, and they are custom blended just for you. So if this is something that you're interested in learning about how to do, I am doing an intuitive essential oil blending class next week. It's going to be some essential oil safety, things that you're going to need to know about essential oil blending. I'm going to teach you the method that I've used for the last 20 years to intuitively and quickly blend essential oils. We're going to be talking about blends for your diffuser, but also blends for your body like a serum, and how you would need to safely dilute your essential oils into your carrier oil. And lots of other things are going to be involved in that. After this class is over, you're going to be able to make your own recipes for your own serums, or at the very least, begin exploring that process for yourself, which is one of my goals, is to help you live that holistic lifestyle with ease and to have joy and fun while you do it. So that's all for today. I hope this was helpful. I always appreciate the comments, likes, subscribes. Make sure you turn on your notifications, and always appreciate those 5-star reviews, and I'll see you next time.